it is a new week of performing arts. And wait a minute, this doesn't look like our dance studio, does it? That's because it's snowing and I am at home. So we've got the microphone back on, we've got Mr. Bates helping us out, and we've cleared one wall of my house to try and get these lessons in. So of course as well, it is our beginning of our performance weeks. So we've got this week and next week to learn a drama piece, a music piece, and to finish our dance, and then we will perform them next week. So we'd better get cracking, hadn't we? Have you got long hair tied back? Comfy clothes on for moving, and water nearby, plenty of space to move? Then let's get going. All right, lower primary actors. So as you can see on the screen, it is time to create a performance piece. So we have worked on lots of new skills this half term with our Grecian masks, and it's time to start planning a performance. I've just thought, I haven't got my mask, it's at school. Oh no. Well, you will have yours hopefully because you're at home. I'll talk you through it, and of course you will need your mask on for these rehearsals, okay? So if you need to pause the video, you can quickly go and grab your mask. So before we do start this, as a recap, what skills have we explored this half term when we've been looking at this mask work? And what will we need to include in our final performance? So just have a moment to think, what skills have we looked at so far with our masks? I think I've got about 4 written down. Can you remember? All right, let's have a look. So we have looked at our energy levels. Do you remember we had the scale and we thought about the snail moving really slow, and then our hummingbird with the really quick flapping wings? We have also, oh that's dark isn't it, using a prop. So we looked at what a prop meant and we're going to include that in our sequence. We have looked at character building. So we broke down our mask and we thought, how old is our person? Are they a man or a woman or a boy or a girl? Are they jolly? Are they serious? Are they angry? Who are you going to be when you wear that mask? And lastly, our head movements, which we did not too long ago. And of course, when we have our mask on, we can't just move our eyes. We have to move our entire head so that our audience knows where we are focused on. Okie dokie. So this is going to be the sequence. It looks kind of long, but we're going to break it down. We've got 4 lessons before we perform it. So we'll break these little sections down and I'll help you with each one. All right. So let's just go through it first. You are going to enter the stage or the space that you have. You're going to look around the room for about 2 seconds. That's when we'll really need to think about those head movements, won't we? You are going to notice your main prop to work with. It might be the prop you chose last week. It might be something else. You're going to explore the prop. So what are you going to do with it? How do you feel about it? You're going to change your actions because of the prop. And then you're going to leave the stage or the space again. All right. And you are going to need to change your energy level at least once in the sequence. So if we think of that scale again, what number are you going to start at and where are you going to end? All right, me lovelies. So let's think right now about entering the stage, okay? Some things to think about. So where are you going to enter from? These are decisions we need to make right now, okay? So maybe I'm going to start off this side of the stage. Maybe I'll come from that side of the stage. Maybe I'll walk through the audience and come up onto my stage. Or maybe I'll start really low and pop up. I don't know, it's up to you. So think about where are you going to enter from, and you need to remember that and practice it every time. Have a little moment to think. All right, have you made your decision? Okay. The next thing about entering the stage is who is your character. So the second we appear, we are that person. So remember I had my older jolly guy mask on normally, and I've got a beard, and I decided I had a big belly and I kind of did a laughy leany backy walk. I'm going to have to walk on like this as soon as I appear because that's my character. So just have a second to remember, who are you? All right, everyone. So you know who you are and you've decided where you're going to enter from. Next, how is that going to change the way you move? So you've answered who's your character. So what does that mean? Are you going to sneak on? Are you going to march on? Are you going to do like a lazy walk? Have a little bit of a practice now. So where you've decided to come on from, come onto the stage and be that character straight away. It might help if you put your mask on and just experiment with some walks. If you are working with a sibling, brother or sister, maybe you want to check each other's and give each other some feedback. Have a little moment to find that way that you're going to enter the stage. All right, so maybe you're experimenting with a second kind of way now. Did you like the first way or the second way better? What energy number are you giving yourself? All right, maybe there's a third way that you'd like to try. Have you found the perfect way to enter? All right, well done, everybody. Remember that. We've got a couple more questions we can see here. Don't cheat W's or was, but then I've got a little H sneaking in the background there. So what will you be doing as you enter? So we thought about sneaking in things. You need to have a reason to be in that space, don't you? Are you in a hurry? Are you shopping and do you need a bag? Are you sweeping the floor? So what will you be doing? As maybe you're just going to walk. Have a second to think about why you've come into the space. What are you going to be doing? All right, maybe that links as well to who your character is. If I was my big jolly king, maybe I've walked into a banquet or something like this, a party. You know, it really depends who you've chosen your mask character to be. And I think the last one is, why are you there? So who, what, where, why, how? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 important questions that we ask ourselves. Maybe when you do story writing with your teacher as well, they're the 6 things that you ask, don't they? So we have to ask those as characters as well. So why are you there? That might change the speed you're walking at, what you're doing with your arms. Okay, so this is all the help we need for entering the stage. So bearing in mind those key questions, can you now have a quick rehearsal of your entering the stage? So become your character. Put that mask on. Don't forget you can't see so well and you're going to need to move your head around and have a little practice of entering the stage, everybody. All right, friends, I hope you're having fun there and you've really become that character. Perhaps you'd like to show a grown-up or somebody else and see what can they answer these questions without you telling them. Who am I, Mum? Why am I here? And see if they can work it out based on what you are doing. All right, people, so we have got the first section of our sequence. We have come into the space. The audience can see us and we've started to set the scene. The next section is going to be looking around the room. So you have got 10 seconds roughly, I'll kind of help to move you on, of why you're going to be in this space and you're going to be having a little bit of a look around. Because don't forget, we need to notice our prop, but we need to be looking first, don't we? So I've just put some examples. These are just the little things that I thought of at the top of my head of why I might be looking around the room. And then you've got a few moments to think about why your character's looking around the room, okay? So remember I said my big jolly guy with the big fat belly, and perhaps he was coming into a banquet or a party. Maybe the reason he's looking around the room is he's looking for his friends and he's making a big appearance. Some other reasons why you might want to look around the room is you've just never seen the room before and you want to have an explore. Kind of interesting room. Maybe you're having a little look around my house at the moment. You are meeting someone here and you're searching for them. So like you're looking at your watch. I'm sure they said to meet there. This might be why we're having a look. What about you are trapped in the room and you're looking for a way out? Why would your character be trapped? That's an example. You are waiting in a room and you're bored, so you decide to have a wander. So like a waiting room, I've got a little picture there. You left something behind in a classroom and went back after school to hunt for it. So, I've been with you guys a few times when that's happened. I've left my scarf, I can't find my glasses, and you're kind of just in a room on your own looking. Oh, we're on time already. And you are a cleaner and you've been tasked with sweeping a room. So remember how we talked about having a bag or a bit of a prop? Maybe you're just cleaning and that's going to be how you'll notice your prop. So just for the last few moments of the lesson now, for our second part of our sequence, make a decision of why you are looking around the room. You can choose one of mine, or maybe you've got one of your own. Have a little think. All right, have you made that decision? There's a mobile phone going off in the background. That is the realities of working from home, isn't it, people? So please remember that for next time, because we have run out of drama time. Maybe we'll have one quick practice. So go off wherever you're going to enter the stage, leave the space, make sure you've got your mask on. You're going to do your entering the stage and you're going to look around the room, all right? Let me help you out by directing you. Ready? So off the stage and go. Enter the stage. Remember all those things we just talked about? How are you going to enter? How are you moving? And start to look around the room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep looking. 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's a long time to search, isn't it? All right, my lovelies. Super, super well done. Please remember everything that we've looked at today, because on Thursday's lesson, we will move on from looking around the room. We're going to find our prop. So you might want to have a think before Thursday of what that prop is going to be. Well done, everybody. But for now, let's move on to music. All right, lower primary musicians. So I'm back on my chair. It can only mean one thing. We are going to be making some noise and working on our music performance. So as you can see here, we are going to use all of our newfound skills to compose a piece of music inspired by Senegal, which has been our focus for this half term. We need to rehearse, and then you can film or get a grown-up to film you performing, and I'll try and put it together in a little video if I get enough of them in, okay? Now, normally, I'm having some tech issues since the drama little slot of the lesson, peeps. I can't get it up on my laptop anymore, so these are all meant to be hidden, and I was going to test you, but they're there, but we're not going to worry about that. So I'll just give you the answers. It's a snow day, so we shouldn't have to think too hard, should we? So, what are the skills we've looked at this term? Well, you can see them dotted all over these children here rehearsing. So at the top, pitch. I will use my rolling pin as some sort of pointer. Remember when we did those scales? La, 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 la. And then I would sing something and you would sing it back, and you had to really do some ear training and listen carefully and hit exactly the same notes. So we looked at the up and down. We had, of course, call and response, which has been our really big focus for this half term. So I say something, you say something back, or I hit a rhythm and you hit the exact rhythm back. Now, we also had giving a different response. So if I say whoop, whoop, you had to give something back that wasn't a whoop, whoop. You had to do something else, didn't you? Or if I go 1, 2, 3, and 4, you could reply with something else. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. All right, so call and response with the same response, and call and response with a different response. We also had steady beats, And we had the triplets when you can fit 3 into that same rhythm. Got it? And at the bottom, what we worked on last of all was, of course, our rhythm layers. So I would think of a rhythm. And you would put something different over the top. So we were doing different things at the same time. Now, as you can see, of course, I'm still at home, so I don't have a drum with me. I have found an empty cardboard box and a rolling pin. We are going to need something. Well, you don't have to. If you'd like to pause the video and find something, that's completely up to you. You can also stamp the feet. Oh, or you can clap. All right, or you can pat your legs. So it's up to you. Now let's move to our next slide. So this is going to be the musical sequence that we are going to work on for the next 2 weeks. It looks really long, but don't worry, if we don't get through it all, it's no biggie. I think we probably will. And it's all skills that we've done already anyway, okay? So we're just going to work our way through it and practice. And then if you'd like to film yourself performing it, by all means, please do send them in. I'd love to see. Okay. Oh, I'm on the upper primary one. I am sorry. That says use at least 2 different instruments. For lower primary, we are just going to use 1. All right, so just ignore that top bit. So the first 2 instructions are, I play 8 steady beats, and then you join in for 8 more. So you're going to count 8 of me, and that's going to give you some preparation. When you've counted 8 of me on my own, you're then going to hit at exactly the same time for 8 more. I'll do 16, and you're going to do 8. Let's try instructions 1 and 2. So hold off from your drumming, count 8, and then join with me. Get the rhythm ready. And 8, join in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. That's instruction 1 and 2 out the way. Out of 8. Mathematicians, what percent are we through our instructions already? How much have we done? 25%. Woo! Okay, so the next is we all play 8 sets of triplets. So if this is a rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 4, we need to fit 3 in for every one. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. 8 lots of triplets. So that's actually 21, 24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 24. 24 altogether, okay? So let's think about our instructions again. I play 8 steady beats. You join in and we do 8 steady beats together. And then we both play 8 sets of triplets. So we speed up, okay? Let's see if we can try all of that from the beginning. Are we ready, friends? So wait for my first 8. Ready? Go! 6, 7, triplets. 8 and woo, the crowd goes wild. How did that go, people? Got it? We need to be right on the money and at the same time though, peeps. Should we have one more try of that? Right, let's go from the beginning. Ready? Oh, my box is kaput already. Right, I 8, you join in 8, 8 triplets. Here we go. And, so just me. 8, join in 1, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there. Wowzers, super well done. So we have already got through instructions 1, 2, and 3. Now, the next bit's a bit trickier, okay? I call 2 steady beats, you respond 2 steady beats. So after we've done the 8 triplets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you email. I'm going to stop. I'm going to go. And you're going to go 1, 2. Let's just practice that. I hit 1, 2, you hit 1, 2. I hit 1, 2, you hit 1, 2. Okay? Got bits of cardboard already on my legs. So that is call and response. I go first and you go second. When I stop, that's your turn. Okay? So let's try that again. So I go 1, 2. And we are going to stop there and do that twice after the triplets, okay? Let's practice from the triplets because I think we've got 1 and 2 pretty sorted, all right? So let's do the 8 sets of triplets into me hitting twice and you copying exactly the same. Ready? So it's going to go. Let's join me with the triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stop. Hit, 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 hit. Got it? Amazing. And already we are halfway through with 40 seconds left to go. Okay, everyone, I think that is probably enough for today. We can add on with a little bit more on Thursday. And then, of course, we've got next week to practice and perform them. Super well done. Try to remember that. You can obviously go back on the video if you want to give that another try. But you have done awesome today. Lower primary. Let's move on to dance. Okie dokie, lower primary. So we are going to attempt some ballet in my front room. So you can see a tiny bit more of my room now. My dance is obviously going to be much smaller than when I'm in the dance studio, but I'm sure you get the point. Now for our warm up, I always say you can use a chair or the back of a sofa if you don't have a bar. And guess what? At home, I don't have a bar. So I have got the back of a chair to use. Now I did think if I put it where I normally have it, you can't see my feet at all. So what I'll do for today is I will do the warm up, the pliés sideways, so then you can see what I'm doing. All right, people? I've got like a half rug, half wooden floor ensemble, which I can see is going to get annoying. But on a positive, at least I can wear my ballet shoes today. Hurrah, hurrah for small wins. Okay, people. So our warm-up is, of course, the pliés, which means what? To bend. We are going to do our demi-plié, rise, demi-plié, dégagé to second, and then we repeat it in first position, in second position, on both sides. I'll do it sideways so you can see. Let's have a look at this then. Feet in first. Gently at the bar. Think about your posture. So we've got a demi-plié, a rise, piece of string pulling you up to the ceiling, back down, and we draw a straight line with our big toe to second position. We go again. So half a bend. Don't let those heels come up off the floor. Straight up into the air. Demi-plié. And we'll pull back in and do all that again on the other side. So is your belly button through to your spine? Are you warming up all the leg muscles and the feet? Back leg goes back to second. And oh, that's a bit loud. And rise. Woo. Sorry about that, people. Demi-plié. And in. Bring it back into first and lower those arms beautifully. Well done, everyone. Okay, we're going to have to experiment with volume as we go, aren't we? So our allegro, which of course means to jump. I can now move this chair a little bit out of the way. And we are going to do our jumping exercise, which is, of course, 4 sautés, 4 changements, 4 spring points, and our run in the circle. And we tend to have our hands on our hips to get them out of the way. Microphone is in the way today. Okay, so feet in first position, heels together, toes pointing out. We have our 4 sautés, which are our jumps on the spot, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Oh, everything vibrates when I jump in the air, oh my goodness. Then we need 4 changements, which of course means to change. So we change which foot goes in front, and a change, and a change, and a change, and a change. Then we did our 4 spring points, which is when one foot goes straight out in front and we put no weight on it at all. And a change, 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 change. And then we've got our run in the circle, a very small run for me today, back into first position. And we do it all on the other side. I might come a tiny bit further forward. I think I'm going to rock this one out on the rug today because the TV is getting a bit stressy when I'm jumping. Fair enough. I can see why it would. All right, let's have a little go. What are we like volume-wise on this? Bit loud. All right, it comes in quick. Ready? 2, 3, and jump. Changement. 4 spring points and out, out, and run. Let's go again and jump. Spring points. And other leg goes forward. We run the other way. One more time each side. 2, 3, and change. Spring points. And run. Last time, saute. Change. And we finish in time with the music. Bing! Lovely jubbly. Whew! Right, that is us nice and warm. It's going to start again, isn't it? Right, let's close it all together, then it won't. All right then. So, we're warm. It's time to do our collecting conkers routine that we've started. And we're not even that far from the end, to be honest with you, which is a good job, because next week's the last week, isn't it? So, let's have a recap. Let's see Mrs. Bates can get through this dance without kicking the TV or something. So we've got our feet in second position, which is the wide position, and our hands are behind our back. And as soon as the music starts, we do our 2 walks a little bit forward and to the side. Walk, walk, step, and we fold our arms, don't we? Then we have our 2 tombe levés, which is a step, hop with the bent leg. I'm going to do mine really tiny. Step, hop, step, hop. And then we do our 2 gallops forward with our hands on our hips and 2 sautés, which is a jump with the feet in first. Bum, bum. Remember? We've done this for a few weeks now, haven't we? And then we spot the huge tree. So we step back and point. And then we come forward for a closer inspection. Really? That's when we pull our funny face. And then we do a spin around. Do, 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 do. And 2 more sautés. Bam, bam. Yes? Then we added on, we've got 4 of the smallest gallops known to mankind. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. Got no room. And then we do our little walks in a circle. Stomp, 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 and back. Remember? Heel and same foot pointing. Because we then notice an even bigger tree. And then we have our lovely big, tiny drag runs. Run, 2, 3, 4. And then we did tiny little runs, jump, and we try and catch, don't we? We sort of put a net over the tree and hopefully all the good conkers will fall to the floor. Do we remember that team? Of course you do. Shall we try that with the music before we add any on? You can sort of, I don't know if you can see the little sneaky peek. This is actually an official dance that you can be examinated in, and you can pass exams like you would if you play a piano or you did drama lessons. You can do ballet exams, and this is actually the set dance for grade 1 ballet. So we're watching this little guy, which I've changed it a tiny little bit, but it's super useful to see. Let's see. I'll turn them down a little bit. Right then, let's give this a go, friends. Walk, walk, step, and we step. Hop, step, hop, gallop, and jump, jump, and spot the tree, and forward, turn around, and jump, gallop, and walk, and back. We've got our 4 spring runs, and we go up, up, down, and jump. Yes? All right. Lovely. I don't know if that's a bit too quiet actually. Let's add a tiny bit more on. So we have gone up, up, down, and jump. And we've got some stuff around on the floor. We're going to do our lovely marches again because we're so good at them. I think we have 3 in a circle, you know, just like what we did over here. This side. Ba-da-da, da-da. I think it's 4 actually. We're going to drop down to the floor and pick up a conker. And we're going to step back as if we're going to give it a big throw. All right. So we've picked our conker up off the floor and we're going to take it behind our heads. Okie dokie. So you've gone dee 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 down and jump 4 walks. Walk, 2, 3, 4. Pick and see forever the dancer. The feet are in first position. We're not going to have like lazy toes and feet people to try and hit a nice ballet position with your feet. Bam, bam, bam. And then we're going to go as if we're going to throw it. And it's going to like literally fall down there. It's not going very far. So then this is where we use our drama skills. We're going to go and throw. And like, look how I've done that with my hand. So it goes, All right. That is our new section for today, friends. So let's go from the 4 drag runs over here. So we've gone like this. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and a run. 2, 3, 4. Little runs and down and jump. Walk. 2, 3, 4. Pick it up and take it back and throw. Oh, very disappointed. All right, friends. We have got time to try that from the beginning. Let's add our new stuff on and see how we do. All right, so at the back, feet in second, hands behind back. Let's give it a go. Walk, walk, step, 2-step hops. And gallop. 2 jumps. And back we go. And look, turn around. 2 jumps. Let's gallop. Gallop, 2, 3, and march. 1, 2, 3, and back. Then we do our big runs. And high, high, down and jump and walk round. Pick it up and do you hear that in the music? Bing, bing, ping, ping. It was right there. All right, my Fitbit did buzz during that team, so we've run out of time. Super well done. We're really nearly finished that dance. Thank you for joining me, Mrs. Bates, live from your lounge. I will also be here for Thursday's videos as well, but I hope to see you then. Have a good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining. Bye.